Welcome to Creating a Safer Workplace by MSC Direct, featuring the web series Nothing Stops U.S. Manufacturing. Conversations with safety professionals in the field. Here's your host, Anthony Testa.
Hi, I'm Anthony Testa, and welcome to MSC's Nothing Stops U.S. Manufacturing. Joining me today is Mike Dineen, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Streamlight. Welcome, Mike. Streamlight is a premier manufacturer of tactical lights in the industry. Core to U.S. manufacturing. You do a lot of product here, not only for personal, but also for defense, right? So one of the big pieces I want to talk about today is how this has impacted Streamlight, this COVID has impacted Streamlight on the defense industry.
The first thought process in product development is, what does a police officer need in a professional portable lighting product? What does a soldier need? What does a firefighter need? What does a utility worker need, or a transit authority worker in New York City need in a professional portable lighting product? And there is an ANSI standard associated with our products, which is the American National Standards Institute, and that is overseen by Plato, which is the Portable Light America Trade Organization. We actually, at Streamlight, we consider that a baseline expectation, and then we work to a Streamlight standard that's based on our customer expectations. But we also, here in Eagleville, Pennsylvania, we have 30 technicians that do nothing but work on repairing lights. When an organization purchases 100, 500, or 1,000 lights to keep their operation up and running, they don't expect that to be a disposable product.
Right.
They expect that to last for many, many years.
So talk to me a little bit about operations, right? So again, going back to this whole COVID thing that's going on, right? How did your sales team, how did you react to that, and what did you put in place?
We have very quickly learned to sell in a virtual environment. So we are participating daily in virtual trade shows, virtual training sessions. We've launched virtual Streamlight University here in recent weeks to make sure our sales team is up to date on new products, and our key distribution is getting the training that they need. So it's been rapid fire change, the kind of change that would normally take 3 to 5 years. It's taken 3 to 5 months.
So talk a little bit about the Streamlight University. What does that offer? Is that open for the general public, distribution, end user? Who's that for?
All of them.
All of them.
Right.
Okay.
And so you'll see components of it launching in the coming months. So it's everything from visiting our website, going to our community section. Within the month, we'll have Streamlight University available for end users. So if they wanted to watch some videos on how to select a tactical handheld flashlight, they'll be available to the general public. Then we'll have a virtual Streamlight University that is behind the scenes for our sales team. So that's new product launches, technical training of the sales team.
Wow. So you said things that would take you 5 years is now taking you 5 months. How did you get your team from the marketing side to spin up that quickly to get that done? I mean, what was the challenge there? Like, what did you
hire young folks? They're willing to dive in. They're willing to edit videos. They're willing to do voiceover PowerPoints, to customize programs for our key distribution. So it's really been a willingness of our core marketing leadership to bring in that next generation of marketeers and cut them loose. I mean, I think that's really why it's worked.
Do you think the consumer is actually really prepared? Is it overlooked? Is it something that, or are people just scrambling when the lights go off and like, oh crap? I mean, what do you think, and what do they need to be prepared with?
Well, two things. I mean, remember when there's emergencies, even a fire department thinks they're prepared, but they call us pretty quick.
Right.
So even folks that think they are prepared and they have the right equipment, everyone thinks they're prepared, but it's kind of like they set it and forget it. So everyone has a couple flashlights around their house, but are the batteries fresh?
Right.
Or do you have a rechargeable unit? So no, we find that just in general, people are not well prepared, especially for a significant incident.
How should I be prepared? Like, what are the things from Streamlight? Like, what would you recommend? Hey, here are the things that you need, besides just, hey, I need a flashlight and batteries. What would you recommend?
Well, I guess we can always equate these things to what we do at home, maybe, right? So right. Being in the flashlight business for a long time now, when you come into our mudroom at home, I have a rechargeable light right on the wall, and the rechargeable light's in a piggyback charger that charges a backup battery. And then I have that same rechargeable light in my basement, and I have one upstairs. So on each level of the house, and my wife and children know where to go get those lights. I have a variety then of other multi-fuel handheld lights that can run on either alkaline batteries or rechargeable 18650 type batteries, which are becoming more and more prevalent in our business. And then the third thing is to have a couple lanterns. So we have everything from camping lanterns to lanterns that a firefighter would use. Those lanterns are wonderful because they cast a room light.
And I know you have a new light that is brought to market that if lights go out, it'll act almost like a generator. It pops on. It knows when that goes off. Can you explain a little bit about that and how popular is that? Is that a consumer? Is that search and rescue? Is that tactical? Who utilizes that?
Yeah, so it's the majority of folks that utilize that, and it's an example would be the eFlood light box, and it has a power failure circuit in it. So it's a rechargeable lantern that would provide really room clearing light. I mean, light for a pretty significant room, but it has a circuit in the light and the charge system so that when the power goes out and the light stops charging, the light turns on. Wow. So your power goes out, the light turns on. It's called a power failure light box. If you go on our website and look that up. What we've really been focused on for the past couple of years is developing products that are more flexible in terms of application, so they can be used as a portable lantern, for instance, but that portable lantern can then be converted into a scene light that can be placed on the ground or placed on the back of a utility rig, and the light can be directed where needed. The second component of that flexibility is multi-fuel options. So whether you have a rechargeable device or a device that can be driven with alkaline batteries or a device that can be driven with lithium ion rechargeable batteries now, or plugged into the wall and run continuously, we've really tried to focus on the flexibility in the application of the light and the flexibility in the power supply, because in emergency response situations, oftentimes the power supply becomes the big issue.
Right. We have seen over the years devastating floods and devastating high waters and things of that nature. So has Streamlight have anything specific for water that can get really, really wet, or someone can have either from a tactical light or a consumer light that can be used in high waters or just some type of rescue?
Most of our lights carry water resistance ratings. It's resistance up to like level 4, 5, 6. And then when you see that IP rating hit IP7 or IP8, those lights are actually certified to be submerged. So at IP7, if that light's in 1 meter of water for 30 minutes, it will continue to work. And we have several lights that carry those ratings.
Again, being in this industry, and just give me one of those customer success stories that you carry with you that says that touched you, that moved you, that that pat on the back or that thank you from a customer who walked up to you, and just said thank you. What was the story behind some of those things?
The one was Sandy. Honestly, when Sandy came up the East Coast, and I'm still not sure, Anthony, to this day, if people realize the full impact of what happened there. When you look at the coastline in New Jersey, the subway system, the PATH system in Jersey City and Lower Manhattan, and the impact on the South Shore of Long Island, I mean, people don't realize really what happened there to this day. It was significant, and we have some folks like MSC that specifically serve not only the first responders, but the months and months of work that went on after Sandy to get just infrastructure back up and running was amazing. And I think that's what gives us here at Streamlight the most satisfaction, is how many thank yous we got to our customer service email box just saying, hey, thanks for being there. You were right in the middle of Sandy too, but you guys kept producing product and you kept shipping it. And boy, do you need lights when the lights go out. And that first day is kind of charming. Get the candles out. Let's have a little party. By the third day, you're like, wow, where's the flashlights? This is awful. And where's the generator? And I did get to meet a lot of my extended neighbors.
Yeah, there you go.
During that time, looking for flashlights. Yes.
That's funny. Hey, Mike, I really want to thank you for joining me today. This was a great conversation. Appreciate the time. Really do.
Follow us at mscdirect.com for future episodes and more information on operating in our new normal.